Alright, welcome back. So yeah, we did most of this stuff. Let's see if there's anything else. Ooh, there's a new guy too. Anyone else have some stuff? Probably not. This is all gonna be the same. Well, if it isn't the Fate Binder, yep. Yeah, we got a new guy over here. And back again? Have you so little to do besides standing around the disfavored camp? Nope, I got stuff to do. And hey, it's an Earthshaker. We can't talk to them yet though. Rona still doesn't want to talk to us. Sevius. Fatebinder Keen, am I right? I'm Sevius, Commander and 3rd generation disfavored. Specifically, I'm Sevius the Younger. Some folks can't keep track. The rank says Commander, but lately I'm just organizing patrols and trying to stay out of the way. You should talk to Iron Marshal if you've something official that needs discussing. What is it you need? I overheard you asking that Earthshaker where their reinforcements have gone. Is there a problem? I'm afraid so. Radix, the head of the Earthshakers, was supposed to arrive with a group of his most competent spellslingers to help break the stalemate. I don't know what's holding up their arrival, and that worries me. If you were at all inclined to lend a hand, we could use some arcane support on our side. I could lend a hand. Northern Clearing is now unlocked on the world map. Could you? I knew that Tunon's agent wouldn't fail us in a time of need. I'll mark the last known site of our Earthshaker reinforcements on your map. Good hunting, Fatebinder. Why do you think the siege has been delayed for so long? Disfavored favor 1. So I guess we're somewhat favored by them now, even though we're focusing mainly on the other guys. It should have been over real quick and simple. The first cohort arrived in the valley and went right for the kill, but that was before we knew the Vendrian Guard had sages and that water witch on their side. A bigger problem is the Scarlet Chorus. They eagerly conscript the Vendrian Guard, but I have no proof of this. But it seems they do very little to keep a watchful eye on these drafted tiersmen. They are often sent out on patrol, and we suspect they use that opportunity to escape back to the Vendrian Guard. I imagine that could be rather frustrating. Every Chorus conscript has a choice: life under Kairos or death under the army's boot. By all means, feel free to cut down those who choose the latter. We won't be offended. Just so we don't mistake each other, I know that I'm saying carries an implication of treachery. I'm not making a formal accusation before Tunon's agent. I'm just voicing my gut opinion on the matter. They haven't worked well together. Why do you think that is? Come on, Binder. It seems like asking why beasts think. The disfavored are only too eager to deliver Kairos' peace to the tiers, while the Scarlet Chorus brings only mayhem in their wake. You can tell me the Voices of Nerat has a plan, and I'll take your word for it, but the Chorus sure seems to blunder around, never moving with purpose as we do. I wonder if we've been fighting the same war, soldier. I've seen Ash yank his precious soldiers away from more battles than he's won. If you want to call that progress, be my guest. Unless we find a way to work as one, I fear the Scarlet Chorus will step in front of Graven Ash's strategies at every turn. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like the Voices of Nerat is here to amuse himself, while the rest of us are here to do our job. Tell me about yourself. Not much to tell. My father was Sevius the Elder. His father was Sevius the First of his name, lead drillmaster of Ash's First Iron Guard, back when they were the Bronze Guard. I was born into the Legion, and with any hope, I'll die in the Legion. The rest you will hopefully hear about when the storytellers immortalize me. The Iron Guard is the disfavored High Command, an inner circle of commanders handpicked by Graven Ash for lifelong service, tactical brilliance, or true dedication to the craft of personal combat. The Iron Guard act as Graven Ash's chief advisors when the Archon is present, and when he is absent they speak with his direct authority. Even the youngest Iron Guard has years of training and the finest iron the forge-bound mage smiths can create, making these elite commanders nearly unrivaled on the field of battle. These senior leaders are expected to lead from the front of the phalanx. It's said that the Iron Guard fear only one thing: dying in their beds instead of battle. Before he bent the knee to Kairos, Graven Ash rallied his legions against the Overlord's authority. Prowess on the battlefield ingratiated him to the Archons, who welcomed him into their ranks in exchange for his obedience. Getting a little tired here. Go ahead and call out that, just show off that we know lore and shit. You've gained favored with this favored. Aye, you know your history. Sevius nods with gusto. The blood goes back that far, not the memories, as I only knew my father. My grandfather was just a legend, one of Ash's best warriors back before the disfavored were reforged in iron. He shrugs. I'm proud of my heritage, but I try not to brag. There are folks who love the Legion every bit as much as I do, but they lack the same pedigree. Bronze Guard? Well, his day and age was a century ago, and they didn't have Kairos' modern luxuries like the Iron, so back then the great general's inner council was known as the Bronze Guard. But, yeah, so we just fucked up to him. Thanks, but screw something up. I wish I wasn't dragging the family name through mud along with me. He seems like a nice enough guy. Back to my other question. Thought there was more in it here. Huh. Oh well, I guess that was the end one of the trees. Oh well, whatever. Thought there were more options. Farewell. Yeah, we got another quest there. Go to the northern clearing. And yeah, I think we got everything else here. Talk to this guy before we leave. I think he's probably just going to want to sell us more stuff. Yep. Fine. Barik. And we got Iron Marshal Tyranny. Don't just cuddle the impact, push back with your shield. Take the momentum. Iron Marshal Tyranny, field commander of the disfavored, pounds her fist in the air as she calls out to the warriors on the training field. I said eyes on your opponent's waistline. If you spend more time than a glance checking his footwork, you've lost. The disfavored officer turns to you, adjusting her pale golden surcoat as she clears her throat. You need to stay on top of the troops, or their skills will rust, for their own good, even if they don't believe it. Judging from her uniform, this is the Iron Marshal Arrhenios, first among equals in the Iron Guard, Graven Ash's inner circle of trusted followers. Charged with being the duties of leadership, logistics, and training, there is rarely a quiet day for the second in command of the disfavored legion. Damn, didn't realize she was that high up. It was mentioned you're short on warriors and need help. What's the situation? I have brigades amassing along Placid, Echo Call, and Little Tooth crossings. The Vendrian Guard may be able to hold one bridge, but they cannot hold against a concerted three-pronged attack. I have no right to give you orders, but we will all die to Kairos' edicts should we fail, so I'm not about to let my pride blind me to the value of good help. This is the second major attack on the river, correct? What happened last time? Defeat in detail. We carved a bloody path up the river, but at that point everyone who charged ahead was lost. We had no chorus backup, it was just a few disfavored squads. I can't tell you exactly how they were defeated, but we lost the whole assault team. We found bodies washing up in the river for days. Not often the Tearsmen put up such a good fight. It certainly made us reevaluate the number we'll need to take this valley. Really? Are you sure our scouts didn't give you all sorts of details about the enemy and you just chose to disregard our warnings? I'll go with the neutral one here. We can pass blame after the war. Only the Oathbreakers matter now. Quite right. Getting our emotions into the mix won't hasten this campaign. What's the value of taking the crossing? We can't just march from here to the Citadel with the Vendrian Guard manning the riverbanks. Fording troops and supplies through even the narrowest points of the river make us vulnerable to attack, especially since our armor wasn't built for swimming. If we can take the river, we have a clear march to the Citadel, and Ascension Hall will be ours in no time. That sounds... Let's see. Trying to pour salt on my pride, we left Fort Resolution with 100 on 100, and there have been no reinforcements on reserves. I keep throwing warriors back into battle before they're properly rested. So yes, I need to rely on all our allies, especially since most of our allies are conscripted tiersmen, worse than useless. If the disfavored didn't take every opportunity to insult the Scarlet Chorus, perhaps you'd find our help more forthcoming. Shut your snout, filthy mongrel. I won't suffer childish japes in my quest. Damn. We have to choose a side here. That's interesting. The only way you can be neutral is if you have the diplomacy upbringing or whatever. You gained wrath with disfavored, you have gained loyalty with reversed. Oh, we got a reputation ability too. The disfavored have history, pedigree, proper training, all the things these southern conscripts lack. We didn't train for decades to be peers and equals to these traitor tiersmen. We've lived lives of dedication to Kairos, and the chorus accepts any fickle coward too fearful to die by their own convictions. What you're seeing here is disfavored bigotry at its finest. I'm somehow at fault because my country wasn't conquered before I was born. Forget that I chose Kairos. Forget that I chose the Scarlet Chorus. Forget that I chose to fight off rapists and killers to earn my place in the army, just for the disfavored to call me a worthless turncoat to my face. No one gave me a suit of armor that I could hide behind. No one issued me a sword and a measure of authority. I took everything that I have, and I fight every day to keep it. Fucking northern swine. My frustration was aimed at those in the chorus who accept Kairos lightly. The disfavored commander withdraws half pace, like loyalty were some shifting breeze. I will assist. I'm not gonna sell myself out here, because we're all on the same side here, and she'd probably just laugh at me anyway and point out that my life is on the line. Then our plan just might work. The Iron Marshal lifts her gauntlet close to her face, shifting her eyes from you to the metal articulations. We are loath to work with those who do not share our training and our values, but we know that Tunon the Adjudicator selects only the most capable minds for his court, people keep telling me, and I trust you will honor us all on the field. I like how they're all like putting so much faith, but it's unproven right now. Antio will be leading the charge at Echo Call Crossing. Assisting you will be Barik of the Stone Shields. She points to a heavily armored soldier standing sentry at the edge of the training field. Before you ask, no, the Forge-bound weren't sloshed on Dappleseed when they fitted his armor. He's survived the full force of the Edict of Storms, and this armor doesn't exactly come off. Tactically, it's quite brilliant, but otherwise it's something of a curse. Tapping her helmet twice, Orenios signals the hulking presence. Barik, come meet the Fatebinder. The soldier that steps up to you better resembles an amalgamation of rusted blades and mismatched pieces of armor fused into vaguely human shape. He reeks of sweat, feces, and whatever oil treatment keeps him flexible. Yeesh.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone. Likewise, good Binder.
The soldier heaves a heavy iron arm into a salute, his whole body clanging as he wraps his gauntlet against the twisted sheets of metal that form his breastplate.
Barik, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
You two know each other?
No. Oh, that is to say, yes. I'm already as familiar with this ironclad halfwit as I care to be.
We don't have time to trade jabs today, Verse. After the siege, you can throw as many tantrums as you please. I suggest that we remain focused on the mission.
No offense to the mission, but seeing you looking like a garbage heap and reeking of a mass grave is more amusing by far. Did you forget how to don your armor, or did Graven Ash leave you out in the rain?
Barik sighs, a frustrated growl shaking his iron enclosure of a suit. I knew him as well as I knew anyone during the conquest.
That can change. When the tiers are fully under our command, I'll take you to whatever passes for a watering hole in this forsaken country. We'll drink the local swill to honor the fallen.
Forget the fallen. I know a great brothel in Lethian's Crossing where we can watch something rise, then fall, then rise again.
The Fatebinder will be joining us for the push across the river. I figured an extra hand might help, and more importantly, if my worries come true and the chorus tries to impede the mission, we will have an observer from the court on our side.
Better to work with the honorable binder than some chorus children.
I ask that Barik accompany you there to arbitrate the cooperation between his company and the Scarlet Chorus. Echo Call. Crossing is now unlocked on the world map. Barik, you've been without a cohort since the last battle of Stalwart. It's time we gave you a task more worthy than hauling wagons and leading training drills. She plants her hand on her hips and speaks in clipped official terms. Ash has assigned you to the Fatebinder's service. You're to assume this task is ongoing until we find a more permanent spot for you, which could very well mean the swiftly approaching end of this war, or when the Fatebinder dismisses you. Is that understood? That's an order, Barik. She shakes her head and sighs, returning her focus to you. He can be as stubborn as pulling a spire out of the earth, but he's a good soldier. I hope you don't mind the company. I'm honored to have a member of the Iron Legion at my side. Huh, I'm surprised Verse didn't get pissed off there. Excellent, I look forward to your success in the field. Cool, we got 3 guys now. And I do want to check, where is Reputation? That was over here, I think. Scarlet Chorus. We got a tiny little bit of Wrath. And fair bit of favor now. Disfavored. Wow, we're actually more favored with disfavored for some reason. Alright, so they like me from some of the choices I made in the conquest. Vendrian Guard don't really like me because I murdered their queen and stuff. Okay, and Barik likes me a little bit. He likes my noble ways. You can unlock Iron Storm there. Oh, and this is where we got the... So yeah, we did so much that... we have Death from Above. Wow, she loyaltied very quickly. Launch Verse into the air, allowing her to unleash a series of well-aimed arrows into the target from above. Each of these arrows strikes true and has armor penetration. Huh, nice. And then we've got Graven Ash, who's got a bit of wrath and a bit of favor. Voices of Nerat were very favored. Nice. I wonder if you can do both fear and loyalty, or if it reduces loyalty. I don't know. Ooh, he leveled up 2, and we've got conversations with him. Let's see, I wanted to check.
I'm on it.
Oh, so we've got resolved from the Edict of it. Okay, so yeah, we've got both combo abilities automatically added there. And he's got Striking Iron. Strike a single enemy, dealing significantly increased damage if the target is engaging Barik. And then we've got Iron Tolling combo ability. Barik and the Fatebinder both bang on their shields and armor, harassing an enemy. The target is compelled to attack Barik for a short time, while the Fatebinder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard. The foe loses all ability to parry and dodge until they recover their senses. Damn, that's actually pretty good. Alright, I guess we're good here. And what do we have here? This was Reputation ability. You have gained enough reputation to unlock a new ability. Open the Reputation. Whoa, you can kill. Apparently we, like in this example, You killed a bunch of Scarlet Forest soldiers. Most factions have abilities your character can acquire as you build reputation with them. In order to acquire these abilities, you must build enough favor or wrath with the faction. Reputation abilities are only granted to your character, not to other party members. Alright, so I think we're done here now. Oh, his armor is locked in. What is his weapon? He has a one-handed, he's got a sword and shield. There, it's got built-in armor penetration is what it looks like. Oh, and that's the javelin. Yeah, everything else. I'll stick with what he's got for now. Yeah, armor penetration 3, not bad. Did it freeze? No. Well, I mean a little bit. A little bit. Whoops. And we should be able to get in here now. Nice. Gems. Subterfuge +6 on him. What all did I want to buy? I think that was back in the other area. Yeah, we should sell some of the... Probably sell some of our stuff. I don't need that. Don't really need that. This, I'm guessing it's stuff we just sell since it's since it doesn't have any tooltips or just says this rusted sword can be sold to the merchant for spare parts. So yeah, let's sell all our stuff here. Hopefully I'm doing the right thing. It doesn't say anything. Like sometimes gems in games are used for like crafting and stuff, but it doesn't mention anything like that. I'm tempted to sell some of these consumables, but I'll keep them for now. Same goes for, I'll keep weapons just in case I end up needing it. So yeah, I guess I'll sell all this to get 12 bronze rings. That would let me buy some stuff. I don't need any of that. Let's see what we got here. Got... Oh wow. There, I guess I'm not. Yeah, let's go back to. Actually, before we leave, let's think about selling some more stuff we don't need. Because I'm not sure if this guy actually gives us better deals than everyone else, but maybe. So let's see. Potion of protection. I'm just curious if like we will need some of this stuff. Go ahead and sell that. Staggering burn, that does corrode damage just on crit. Yeah, that sounds decent, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell them. That could be useful. No, that sounds just like a little too fringe. +1 vitality, let's go ahead and sell those as well. Potion of invisibility might be useful at some point. +1 might, whatever. Blood moss. And let's sell... let's keep them just in case we need them. Oh, I forgot about the armor section. We'll keep all that for now. Yeah, trade more. We have 17 now. I think that'll be enough to buy spells if we need to. And let's go to Edgering Ruins first, I think. Ambushed. Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian Guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. Combat! Right on. Cool, cool, cool. I'm excited. We'll probably wrap up this combat, and then that'll actually be a good stopping place for the episode and the night.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian Guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm. The body paint, braided ornaments, and stylized staff mark this woman as a tidecaster, one of the southern mage schools you encountered in Vendrian's Well. The School of Tides was once a powerful sect of mages with mastery over water and command of the moon's arcane light. The majority of the elders of the school fled in 426, fearing Kairos' coming conquest. And of the few that remained, nearly all were slain or imprisoned by the voices of Nerat. The blue flag is a symbol of diplomacy and truce recognized across most of the known world, and it is a custom the Tearsmen hold dear. To harm another person under the auspices of a blue flag is a grave offense in both the Tears and in Kairos' empire. The customary punishment is death.
Tunon sends us the Queenslayer. The old judge has a sense of humor, I'll give him that. Did the voices of Nerat send you to gather my head and complete his collection? If so, we'll have to save our tussle for another time. Today I have business. Vengeance can wait.
You recognize the woman as Tidecaster Ebb, whom you met along with the other Tidecasters in the year 429 TR, during the first campaign in Vendrian's Well. Meeting under a blue flag, you spoke primarily with the elders of the School of Tides to negotiate their surrender to Kairos. Several of the masters were moved by your words and surrendered, but many left the meeting unwilling to bend. Ebb was among them.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. So shoot, I guess this isn't combat. Oh well. In accordance with let's see. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truth.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
One of the leaders of the attack on Edgering Ruins, Tarkus Deimos, was subdued during the battle. In accordance with the Scarlet Chorus' request, you ordered Deimos conscripted into the chorus. He's with the chorus now.
If we see him again, it will have to be as enemies. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Though you rarely have the luxury of matching names to the countless Tearsmen you've encountered, you are reasonably certain she is asking about the Vendrian Guard warrior that took Drastus hostage at the Edgering Ruins. He did not survive the encounter. He's dead.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough. Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out. In accordance with our ancient customs, north
Dang, I
and
thought I'd
south,
still get it. I wanted to
let
be
us
polite,
part
but I was
with
hoping to
peaceful
get a
accord.
chance to ask her collection too. She bows curtly, never letting her eyes leave yours before turning to leave. A moment later, the bodyguard's turn to follow. Yeah, I was planning to ask her more questions. I didn't realize that would end the conversation entirely. Alright. Ooh. I saw the loot on the map there. It's just a little bit of blood moss, but still nice. You can make out the faintest outline of soldier's arm in the bottom of the pool of victim of previous battle in the area. Wow, there's actually like loot in this little area we popped in on too. Interesting. Bloodstone, Rot Spear, and Waking Death.
Can't do that.
The grasslands of the tier stretch far throughout the land. Much of it remains uninhabited and unclaimed by any faction. So yeah, it's just a small little area. We did get two little minor loot things though. And I think that's going to be it. Yep. Let's go ahead and leave. And continue to Enduring Ruins. Encounter in Vendrian's Well. Wow. You're following the road through an expanse of scrubby woodlands, crooked oaks, and dry-needled pines grasping towards the sky when you catch the sound of children's laughter filtering through the trees. Go ahead and investigate. Abandoning the road, you make your way to a small tributary of the Matani snaking through the sparse forest. There you discover a group of 4 youths gathered beside the small stream. 2 of the children sit on the rocks, poles in hand, staring patiently at the water. The other 2 are seated near a bucket, taking turns whacking eels along the ground to stun them and carving up eel meat. Wow, we could threaten the children. Let's just speak to the children. You step out of the woods, drawing the attention of the children, who eye you warily. The eldest youth, almost a man grown, notes your heraldry and hawks a ball of phlegm into the reeds. We could punish the spitter. I don't want to do any of that, so let's go ahead and tell him a story. You raise your hands to calm the youngsters and ask if they've heard the tale of Pox and the Elder Boar of the Burnian Wood. When they look to one another without answer, you begin to spin the story for them, an odd and sometimes amusing yarn filled with epic adventure and dark mysticism. By the time you finish, the youth have become entirely absorbed in your story, utterly wrapped in their attention. The youngest of the children brings you an eel in exchange for your time. You thank them and return to the road to continue your journey. Interesting. Plus 30 endurance and plus 25% potion effectiveness. I wonder how long it lasts. The Vendrian Guard were appreciative of your words and actions, gained favor minor. Interesting. Yeah, it's almost bedtime. But I am very much enjoying this game. It's pretty cool. We've barely got started too. Alright, we are back. Go ahead,
I can't.
run along here, go up here. Yeah, I do want to try what I was talking about about locking some things. Like, let's see, what does subterfuge do? Skill determines the character's ability to move unseen through their environment. But yeah, I wonder what locking exactly does. Like, we could lock that so it doesn't go up, but would he get experience in other things? Or why not just let him get experience in subterfuge even if we don't plan to use it? So I don't really understand it. So yeah, he'll probably gain a bunch of subterfuge when we climb up the wall here. Since it's lower, and I think that's how it works. Oh, actually he'll gain athletics, which is... Oh, but... Yeah. Oh, I guess since we'd already gone up there. Yeah, he'll gain subterfuge from this, I'm thinking.
That wasn't so hard.
Yeah, +2. Okay, whatever. We got light leather gauntlets. That could be good on someone. And we got a signal of proximate action. Scroll contains a magical expression which is used in spells that generate an aura around the target. Ooh. It's a... Huh. That could be interesting. Cool, cool, cool. Glad I came back. I like spells. And let's go talk to the merchant here, because I also want to see that. And where are we at here? Oh, there we go. There's consumable. Go ahead and use the sigil. Oh, we don't even have enough lore to learn it right now. It's like a super high level thingy. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Did we talk to these guys? Yeah, I don't. Must have talked to them last time. So yeah, Mocking Blaze, Drastus. I think Cosma was the trader. Yeah. Area of effect spells and duration. Shoot, they're fairly actually, that's not too bad. Let's grab both. I don't really need duration, but I do like having spell options. So we'll go ahead and buy both right now. We can't learn it from there. And I don't need anything else here. What staff am I using right now anyway? Looks like we... weapon sets. We're using the Staff of Boreal Frost. Actually does a little less damage it looks like, but I do want to... I think that gives us magic skill in that too, and I do want to level the Frost, so we'll stick with the Frost Staff. Let's go ahead. So yeah, we can't use that. Oh, they showed up in our inventory. Yeah, let's use... slightly increases the duration of a spell, and slightly increases the area a spell affects. And let's do some spell creation here. This is Frozen Grasp. We can't really do much with this since it's already right at our cap here. It requires 50 and we've got 52. This I think did... No, we don't have AoE spells. So let's see what our what we can accent with our Frozen Grasp. We have the Sigil of Strength on there. I don't need to increase the range since it's already a short range spell, and we can make it so it freezes longer. What else? Oh, it was an no? What was the other thing we got? I thought we... What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I bet it needs to be AoE, so let's see. Let's do distant impact, make it range. There we go, yeah, that unlocked. Lore plus 25. Wow. That makes it so we can't even use that. It doubles the AoE range, but we can't use it. What about... That'd still be 55. What is this? Stunned Affliction. I wonder how we unlock more slots here too. Ooh, mass stun too. So yeah, it's all the same. Could go up to strength on that too. The cooldown is pretty massive on these though. Ooh, that's pretty good. Does a bunch of damage. I like the idea of the mass stun. Whatever. But I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't make anything AoE. Oh, and we might as well on each of these also throw the slight range increase on there too, because that's still puts us in under our lore limit, so it just gives us a little bit of free extra range. Cool. That I checked. That's ooh, first leveled up too.
Right.
Oh, they all leveled lore from learning the spells, I guess. Glory to the voices. Speaking of, I'm gonna have to talk to these dudes at some point. Not tonight though, since we're winding down. Alright, so let's head back to... Might as well hit there on the way. 2 hours, 45 minutes. I think it'll all end up the same. So let's hit the disfavored camp along the way, just to see if I want to talk to the merchants there. We didn't get any more events, but I want to talk to the merchants there, just to see if I missed anything else. And then that'll probably be it for the night. And then we'll hit the Scarlet Forest camp probably tomorrow. I'll be streaming again. Alright, yeah. This guy just sold the armor thing. Do I want to buy it anyway? Sigil of Guarded Form Expression. Ooh, no, because that's expensive. Alter a target's armor. Not really my style. I am focusing on like the elemental magic, so although it's a spell, I don't think I'm gonna prioritize grabbing it. And we already have the Sigil of Frost, so that's good. As I thought, and there's nothing really else here. These guys can train us in something if I want, but I don't really need to right now. Maybe I should. How much did that cost? That costed not a whole lot. Marcus can train Perry on... I want to see their skills first. Because yeah, I don't need Perry as my main guy. What is this? Oh. We've all got the resolve there. So yeah, let's see. He's got Perry. He's got some Perry. So yeah, as a fighter, we could train Perry on him too.
Sorry.
So yeah, Marcus. Let's go ahead. Wonder how much that'll cost. Strength's trainable this level 10 and 5. I don't know. Do we want to just like train a bunch in Perry? like, because it's something we get anyway through gameplay. I'm not sure it makes sense to specifically go out of our way to train it. Come to think of it, and he uses a one-handed weapon.
I can't.
And what was the other guy training? Lucia, dodge, and athletics. Athletics could be good though. We could train our main guy with athletics. Or her, since she's got higher athletics, I think. And I think it just shares uses the largest one for skill checks. Yeah, we could train her athletics up a bit. I think we'll just leave it for now. We don't need it. We don't need it. Tempting, but I don't really know what exactly I'm doing yet, so I'm not going to get all fancy. But yeah, we got our spells nicely upgraded, which I'm happy with. Alright, and we're still well fed. She's got dodge. Do you have any? Nope, you don't have any special stuff. Alright, that's going to be a good stopping place, and then tomorrow we will go ahead and go to the Scarlet Chorus camp, and then maybe Echo Call Crossing. Oh, before I end, I do want to see where are we? Journal. We've got primary quests here, as well as, so we've got the Explore Echo Call Crossing for clues of the missing shipment of iron. Go to Northern Clearing, which is pretty far out of our way so far. Travel Northern Clearing to search for the Earthshaker reinforcements. And I bet we do want to do these first, because it does seem like these would like help the overall battle that's coming. And then we also have to take the Outer Valley. Speak with Fifth Eye at the Scarlet Chorus camp. And then we're going to meet up with the guy and do that in Echo Call Crossing. But yeah, pretty cool. There, we got to meet up here, probably get more quests from the Scarlet Chorus, and meet up here, do the fightings, and meet up here first probably. Takes a whole day, half a day to get over there, and half a day to get back, I guess. But that would give us reinforcements over there, Earthshaker. Hey, XC40, hopefully I'm getting that right. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. We were just ending here, but I do hope to be streaming again tomorrow. Although day after is Monday again already, so then I got work and stuff. But no, I should be streaming tomorrow. Just got this game. I'm enjoying it. Anyway, let's go ahead and save here. Wow, that's a lot of autosaves. Let's just overwrite our initial one there. Check to make sure it worked. Yes. Yeah, I'm having a blast. Let's go ahead and exit out here. And woo! That should do it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with more. Peace.